to initiate your HTML when you're coding. The HTML, it has a opening tag and a closing tag, and then within the HTML you want the body tag, and you must close the body tag as such slash body. Your code goes inside the body tag, and then we're gonna go over simple. So in like Python, if you were to print, you would use the print and then the commas, not commas, parentheses. But in HTML, it's a p tag. The p tag allows you to write text for your program. As such, so I can write hello or how are you? Well, you properly. And that's what a p tag is used for. Okay, I'll be going more in depth in like Java and CSS later. But yes, p tag. Then after you can have an h1, basically a bold tag. Hmm, where hold. And all this, you also gotta check for errors within your code. Yo, tag doesn't match opening. So let me see. Oh yes, and put a there you go. And then you can have say Victor caps. And for this you can also use H2. You can keep going up in H, so different ones. So high, by, a lot of different things. Secondly, oh, thirdly, but inside the body you can also have image. An image tag can be image source equals, then in the parentheses you put the link of your image. Here, if we go here, we can go let's say Itachi. Right? I can take an image of Itachi, say this one. You want to right click on the image and copy the image address. Then go back to whatever site you're using the code on. Then Control V, and then you get the image source. Um, you also have inbox, select input. So you can do this input to make a box that you want to input on. Input, then close it. Input tag. That won't work. Alright. So this is the box right here. We can type in it as an input. And within the input, we can also make classes and IDs. Classes are class equal whatever name. I'll say Ben, and then now it has a class which I can also work with inside the JavaScript, which we're not on, and or we can give it a ID. So instead of class, it will be here. Let me do it a different way. So copy, and then instead of a class, you can put it as a ID. ID. James. There you go. So you have your input, your class, and your IDs. You also give your image a class or ID or your p tag. And you can also make a button in HTML. And then I'll go over the different functions of the button and the classes. So I can make a button, I can say, click me. So, mostly when you're making like a website or using HTML, you mostly use Java to bind a function, a click function, the button to the input, to wherever you input, like I say hello. When I click the button, something else will happen, like an if statement or a conditional. Conditionals are, for example, if I was to say if Ben equals input, then print, like it would be like something like that, but it's just console, so it's really whole purpose. And in HTML, you have very much if you say you wanna make a list, you can use UL and then put li. See, it's dotted, and I can copy that. There you go. By me cry. So that'll make a UL, which is an unordered list, and then I'll change that U to an O. Becomes an ordered list, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty simple. And then this is pretty much the premise of HTML. You know you're dealing with HTML when it begins with a doc type of HTML, and it must contain a body, and your code goes with inside the body. The P tag basically for text that you want to put within your site. The H1 is like a bold header. You and every tag must have a closing and opening tag. Closing, yeah, uh, no, open. So this is a closing, no, not a closing, an opening tag. Sorry, it's very late. So opening tags look like that, and then a tag must always be closed. Certain tags are closed simply with depending on the tag type, because you remember it's very case sensitive. Opening, closing. You see, we're opening up a P tag, then we're closing it, opening up H1 header, and then closing it. H2 closing. Then the image source, it closes itself. So we don't really need to put um bracket slash image source because it closes itself. The input class also closes itself. The button does not. You have to close the button, and yeah, that's pretty much my overall summary, like review of the basics of HTML. Hopefully this was helpful. I'm very, very tired. Yeah.